In my first video about Riverside, I show you how easy it is to get on a call with someone who is somewhere else and still get that high quality video and audio, almost as if both of you were in the same location, like a studio. I showed you an easy way to get set up, also an advanced method that would further improve your video and audio quality. All of this while using what for me is the best remote streaming, recording and editing app called Riverside, who are once again the sponsor of today's video. If you didn't see that video, you can check the link up here or check the description section below. I'll put the link there. There's just so much the Riverside app can do, which I'll dive into in this video. It's just so vast that you don't even need to have the app installed. Although there's a Riverside app for a mobile phone or tablet, I find it easy to just open my browser on my computer, go to the Riverside FM address and get going. Yes, before I forget, you can use my link or code below in the description section so that the people from Riverside know that I sent you. Thank you. Now the thing is that we all now are content creators, whether you like it or not. As far as you're uploading pictures or videos of yourself to the internet, explaining whatever you want to do, whatever you're doing, you can easily be called a content creator. Anyways, why am I saying this? I am saying this because there's been a wave of podcasts and podcasters, and sometimes having guests in the same place may not always be easy. And with the short time I've been using Riverside, I can beat my chest and say that this is the best app for remote podcasting. I'll show you why. How are you today? What do you think? How was it joining this session? Was it easy? Was it difficult? Was it strenuous?
Not really. I think for as a first timer on Riverside, it was just a basic, straightforward setting. Tap the join button and allow. Yeah. So that's pretty straightforward and ease of use.
My second question is, what is documentary filmmaking for you? I'm asking you this question because I know as Mr. Blast, you've been doing this for so many years.
Okay, documentary filmmaking, I would say, in my own terms, is...
I'm going to have sort of interview here for now. If you'd like to see the full interview video, just write interview in the comments below and I'll send you a Riverside link to the full recording. And you can see I just recorded an episode with Maurice and I can click create with AI. I can either select magic clips or full episode. But before we do that, I'd want to go into the recording and click edit. Alright, for Riverside to do its thing, Riverside has already generated the transcript. Everything we said is already brought it up. And if I want, I can correct certain things that Riverside didn't get correctly, like it's supposed to be Mr. Blast. I'll click there, click correct, and then type, put my cursor where I want it to take out the last S, put a T, and click. And I can click to correct here or click to correct everywhere, and Riverside would do its thing. So that's it for editing an error in the transcription. And you can see it's almost like you have your own editing software where you can just click somewhere and split the clip, or add a chapter or add a scene. You can add a video to this, or you can just delete the entire thing, which I will not do. You can see my playhead is at 2 minutes 22 seconds out of 12 minutes 7 seconds, which this recording lasted for. So Riverside has already broken down this thing into the questions I asked. I had an introduction with Maurice or Mr. Blast on documentary filmmaking. I also had a question where the second question was understanding the basics of the documentary filmmaking, and then the second, which was the last question, was a really short interview, was finding stories in everyday life, and that was it. So you can zoom into the tracks to pinpoint certain areas where there was quietness, as you can see, and you can zoom out. You can click to hide the timeline, you can click to show timeline, which is very, very nice. You can have AI do its thing, set the pace, smoothing speech, that's remove fillers. So you have those quick cuts that you usually see these days. Magic mute people when they're not speaking. Magic audio, enhance the audio track. That's my audio track and Mr. Blast audio track. You can see the tracks. Riverside is very nice. That I can turn off my track or I can turn off myself entirely, and I can just see Mr. Blast or bring back mine. So I can go into the tracks and apply magic audio to it, or just hide the video. And I can now go to branding. So I can put my logo, or you can put your logo, as you can see. I can put a background if I want to take out the background. So there's so much it can do. There's layout. So with layout, you can see the different things you can do. Smart scenes. It finds the best layout for each moment for maximum engagement. So I'm suspecting that when I'm the only one speaking, Riverside will just bring up my full video, which is landscape. When Mr. Blast is speaking, I might not be seen and just him. So Riverside does that. I also add music recording. I can preview the music before I add it. I can pause. I can add if I want after previewing. So that's it for the music. There's so many tracks. This is lifestyle. There's news and politics, depending on what kind of thing you're doing. There's educational. There is gaming. There's art and entertainment. There's business and tech. So that's a whole lot of Riverside music from Riverside, and I believe they're all licensed for Riverside. So there's the captions. I can choose to. You can choose any design or any look for your captions. That's it. You can choose any look, and there's so many. I can upload an image. I can bring in an image or images. I can bring in videos. I can bring in audio to add to augment my recording. And then the images that are royalty free from Riverside, which is really, really brilliant. So if my recording was about maybe Paris, the Eiffel Tower, I can bring this into my clip, but I don't want to mess around with my clip. And text, I can add labels, speaker labels. I can add my own speaker label. I can change how it looks, but I'll just undo. I don't want text, so I'll select the three dots and remove. I don't want to label anything. And I can add more text, add a title, subtitle, or a normal text. And I can change the styles of my write-up. For now, I don't want to add any text. I'll just come out of this. And there's some other things I like about Riverside. So this is the editing end of an already recorded video. I'll click back to go back. But before I click back to go back, I can search within my transcript. Let me say I want to search for a beginner shoot or wedding filmmaking. I'll click search and type wedding filmmaking and press enter, and there you go. There's wedding filmmaking. It brings it up. So that's it for search within the text. I could quickly share, copy the link and share with maybe a producer, a director, with friends. I could share with Mr. Blast, copy the link, send it to him, and he'll be able to download it. And I can export. I can quickly click export in 1080p, or augment to 4K if I want. I can remove the watermark. I can add the watermark. And another nice thing I'm seeing here is that you can normalize audio levels. So this is really, really good. You can also try to remove background noise. And in the audio, you can select WAV, which is high quality, or MP3. There again, you can also normalize audio and ask Riverside to try and remove background noise. So that's it for the editing side. I'll go out of this by clicking back here. And I just want to show you some other things. So Riverside can generate magic clips. And to generate magic clips, I'll just click generate magic clips. It's finding the best moment in the recording I had with Mr. Blast. I'll just wait for it to do its thing. It's removing awkward silences, creating captions. It's doing everything we talked about a while ago without you having to stress yourself about it. And this is a 12 minutes and 7-second clip, and it's already at the final stage, which is adding the final magic touches. So as we're speaking, it's already in the final stage. It's saying it's going to take a few more minutes. Let's see. Well, anyways, it's already done. I was going to go out and show you what I want to show you, but you can see the magic clips it has generated for me. And this is good. I can use it for social media, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. This is about 1 minute and 6 seconds. This is under 1 minute 52 seconds, and this is just 1 minute and 2 seconds. And I can go in, I can click into it, And this is just the section it picked out, and I can play it to preview.
Documentaries are real life events, so they are just everywhere. You know, that was just an example. There are just several of them. Look around you. Let me pick another one. The other day I went to.
So I can pause that, and I can go into the aspect ratio and make it, 16 by 9 instead of 9 by 16, which is good for shorts, reels, and TikToks. Or I can go into the one for LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. So that's it. I can select it to make it 1:1, but I like it at 9:16. So I can export this clip if I want. I can just export it if I want in 1080p or 4K. But I'll close that. I don't want to do that for now. I'll come out of here. I could just generate the episode, the full thing if I want. And there's some more things I want to show you that you can do with Riverside. If I'm going to, say, chat with Maurice, I can click on it. Well, I was already inside, and click record to start a new recording. And say, for instance, I've selected all my settings, everything is okay. I'm using headphones. Always make sure you're using headphones. I'll take out my headphones, I'll plug in. And for now, there's no camera selected, so I'll leave it at no camera. I'll choose my mic as my microphone, the Fi-Fi microphone, and my default speaker as my AirPod. So I'll click Join Studio. Everything is nice. Yeah, there's no visuals here, but that's okay. If when I was speaking with Maurice, I can enable echo cancellation or disable echo cancellation. And you can see my audio levels, which is showing there. I can choose to reduce it if I see that it's peaking or it's too much going to the right, but I'll leave it as high. It's okay. If I go into settings here, you can see more of what you can do. You can see the output volume. I can adjust it here. I can also disable or enable echo cancellation. Or I can choose to mirror or not mirror my video. Now if I go into the general settings mode, I can change the name of the studio to just have chat with just MD and enable a lobby where people come in and wait instead of just barging into the studio. So you can choose to enable that or disable that, and it updates immediately. You can see a settings saved. I can choose to change my name, but I like my name as it is. Your filmmaker. I can choose to add a title. If I was a doctor, I'll put doctor. If I was engineer, I'll put ENGR, but that's fine. I can choose to show names or not to show names. In my interview with Maurice, I had names on, and it reminded me that he liked to be identified or be called Mr. Blast. And I can choose to show notifications each time your edit is exported. I think I like that up. And it also still says here settings are saved automatically. Now the design will be the look. I can embed a logo, so you can embed a logo into your presentation or your stream. I could customize one if I wanted, but no, I'll just go back into settings. And this is where things begin to get interesting. In recording, I can choose just to do audio or video and audio. If I was more of a podcaster, an audio only podcaster, I could select just audio alone. And more in the audio section, you can choose to enable noise reduction. I would say it's best to leave it off, because with noise reduction enabled, it kind of reduces the quality of your audio recording. So that's why I advise get a good mic, an XLR with a sound card to your computer, or get a mic like this that also has real-time audio monitoring via the 3.5mm port, and USB-C. You can just connect to your computer so you can get rich audio directly. So I like to have mine at 48 kilohertz. It's richer, and 44.1 is lower in quality. Not that much, not bad, but it's a little bit lower. I like to have my quality high up there. And you can also choose the standard resolution, which is recommended by Riverside, which has your video stream in 720p. I like my high quality 1080p, or sometimes I'll push it to 4K, but 1080p is okay. I can set your frame rate and change your language to be, for your transcription, your captions to be a different language, but I leave it at English. You can have a countdown timer. So usually for me, what I'll do is I'll go into recording studio, have my guests in there, have a little discussion with my guests, get them warmed up, and when I'm done, tell them I'm ready to record, get them ready, and then tell them there's a timer, there's a countdown timer. Live streaming is another thing you can do, which is really, really great. You can choose to live stream directly to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, or a custom RTPM. So this is really nice. Riverside covers majority of this popular streaming platform. You can select your streaming resolution as 720p or 1080p. You can choose to remove the Riverside watermark when streaming to other destinations if you want. And you can live stream. You can enable the live stream chat integrated into your stream. That's really wonderful. And there's the advanced setup where you can hosts and producers can pause uploads. So the thing with Riverside is as you're speaking, as you're having your interaction with your guests and wherever they are, it will be uploading in whatever quality you're set it to, whether it was 720p or 1080p or 4K. It will be uploaded in the background, which would be taking using the bandwidth, and it could reduce the quality in real time. You can select to pause it so that you have real-time high quality streams. What would happen is after the recording is done, Riverside will now try to upload it from your guest end, or you as the host from your side. When I had the call with Mahmoud, or who I also call Cashier, I had the stream uploading at the same time. Upload was happening at the same time as the stream was ongoing, which kind of reduced his quality. But usually, after the recording, Riverside now replaces that low quality stream with a high quality recording that was done in the background. There's low data mode. You can ask everyone to turn off everyone's live video to reduce lag. So when speaking with Cashier in the first episode, it was interesting that I did some tests with him. I had him turn off the recording immediately. I finished the stream with him, and he disconnected, and I had it to come back into the Riverside app, and when he came back, the recording resumed, which is really, really good. You can have the audience register, get the information, collect audience. There's one thing I want to show you that I like about the Riverside app. To my right, I can bring the number of people that are in the stream or in the studio. I can chat with them as hosts, producers, and guests. I can do my branding, where I can put a logo, put my own logo or Riverside's logo. I can have a text out there if I wanted. But then there's the media. I like this part. If I want to do like a clapping thing, I can preview the clap. I click, it's clapping. I can hear it in my headphones. If I were to disconnect my headphones, just to show you guys, I can take out my AirPods and press play. I'm sure you can hear it. I'll loop it. So that's the clapping effect, which is really nice. There's the cheering. So this is done. This is in the preview mode. I can set it to live so that whoever is in the stream or in the audience could hear me cheering. And here I can reduce the volume so it's not too loud. So there's drum roll. Very, very nice. There are transitions. Really, really nice. And they're high quality. The sound very, very high quality. And there's tuning. So that's Riverside's .fm tune 3 if you want, and it's powered by Riverside.
Riverside FM.
If you want, and there's the intro. So this is really nice. You can set it to loop or not to loop. So that's very, very handy. These are very, very handy stuff. You can search if you want. I can search maybe drum roll, and everything that has to do with drum is displayed. I can quickly click. So if you're in a rush, you can just do that. That's it for today. There's so much more that can be done with Riverside. Riverside is actually amazing. Apart from being able to record, edit, and live stream high quality content. There's transcribing to over 100 languages. You're able to create bit-sized, shareable social media clips all using AI. Enhance your audio to studio level quality with a single click. Turn your phone into a webcam. Captions, there's teleprompter built into the app. Upload your own sound and media snippets for when you record. Even allow guests to join your studio and record without you being there. Overlay graphics, video, music, the ability to design your own studio look, clean up silences, and even filter words with ease. The list just goes on and on and on. There's also the standalone app for mobile phones, tablets, and a computer. Don't forget to click the link below and use my code so the guys at Riverside know I sent you over. And also don't forget to click the like and subscribe button so you don't miss my amazing content on my channel. I'll see you again. It's your filmmaker. Peace.